Greetings, sir and sirettes, and welcome back to Ark Survival Evolved with me, Lathrix, and of course, welcome to our little base on the Far East Island. In today's episode, we're going to be doing two major things. First of all, we're going to be watching these lovely plants grow, and hopefully seeing them advance from seedlings all the way to the next level, the second smallest of the stages they go through, which sadly does take quite a long time. So, whilst we're waiting for that and the rain is coming down, we are going to go further west and we are going to tame ourselves our very first beaver of the season. Now, the beaver has an extremely expensive saddle, but it combines the saddle with a smithy, or something very similar to that, and has the unique ability of reducing the weight of wood that is contained in its saddle, that is contained in its inventory, which is really weird and really, really awesome. Definitely very effective, since I'm still trying to build up this place. Now, it has been a while since the previous episode of Ark, and I'm a little bit, what's the word here? I'm a little bit getting used to all the controls again. I've actually took a 2-week break. It probably seems a bit less than that in terms of the videos because, well, sadly, life happened. And for some reason, I've got a really weird headache. Anyway, with that said, I'm now back in Ark, right back into it, and hopefully, by the end of the episode, we'll have our farm going, we'll have a new crafting animal to get everything sorted, and look, I've even been a little bit busy building myself a new building. This is the dung hut. All of these lovely scarabs, well, they are scarabs in the dossier, these lovely dung beetles are all busy at work turning feces into some more fertilizer. At the moment, every single one of those plant plots actually does have fertilizer inside of it, no poop, it's all nice and converted, and now we have 4 of these things. It seems like that's just about enough to keep up the demand of all of these crop plots. So, what do we have? We have things like long grass, we have rock carrots, I think we have all of the different crop types, and then, for my own amusement, we have a couple of narco-berry seeds, so we can even start making more narcotics, turning feces into narcotics, into narco-berries into narcotics. It's the cycle of life, it's all we really need from life when you really think about it. Now, one thing I've just noticed is for some reason you lovelies aren't... Why don't I just open the door? You lovelies aren't wandering around. Why is that? That's weird. Enabled. There's probably a button to just simply enable wandering for everyone. Probably one of the whistles now I think about it, but even so. Let's go look, see. Whistle stop, follow, play emote. Ooh, I didn't actually know that was in there. There we go. I now know how to do emotes. Aren't I just fantastic? Well, I'll probably figure out an easier way to do this in the future. They should all be on wandering. I don't know why that one wasn't. It's just they're not moving at the moment. So, they should be wandering. Everything should be okay. They don't have too much stuff in the inventory. I'm going to go off and collect some stuff, which we need for taming. We need a load of berries, which thankfully we've got the bear for. And we need a load of narcotics, since I have actually sadly run out of trank arrows. So, yay, poop. So, you should probably have some narcotics on you. Oh, I've already got the narco berries from you. Well then, back in a second when we have all the stuff we need. Lots and lots of narcotics. Now sadly, I'm fairly certain I still can't make the trank darts. No, I can't. I need to be level 65 for that. I'm currently level 61. I will definitely be working on that incredibly soon. In addition to something else I want to check out, the greenhouse stuff. So all of this stuff I really want to get into as well, because this increases the rate of plant growth, I think. I'm not sure if it also increases how often it will give you a harvest, but I know it will increase the rate a plant will grow, and at the moment, our plants are growing incredibly slowly, so perhaps for a more compact, efficient farm in the future, I will be looking into these. So there's loads of stuff I still need to do, and now we have enough trank stuff. So I don't think I'm going to need more than 21 arrows, so I'm just going to Let's quickly trank. I'm going to make all of these, craft all, and then that should be that in terms of our tranquilizing capabilities. So all I need now is a load of berries. So I'm going to go back onto the bear, going to collect a load of the purple berries, which I believe is the best for the beaver, and then we'll be right back. Some of the beetles just leveled up, and I've got even more oil, thankfully. So let's put the oil away here, and I even have a little bit of fertilizer, which I think is currently needed for some of these berries on the end. All of the others, I believe, have had 2 fertilizer in them. These are the only ones with only 1. So 2 fertilizer, 2 fertilizer. Yeah, everything else is over 50,000. That one isn't, and that one's actually more important to me, so I'll quickly transfer that over to there. Although honestly, with how slowly this is used up, I don't think we're really in too much danger of any of these running out while we're gone. But just in case, here is a bit of lovely human poop for you. Ah, this is going to be my favourite of the narco berries. Yep, the lovely poop narco berries, the best of any berries. So now we have our Avis, we have all the trank we need. I think we are pretty much good to go. We just grabbed ourselves some medjo berries and even a couple of the, where are you? Stim berries, just in case we run out of torpor. Yep, we're all good to go, and you can drop your spoiled meat. I have loads spare. We are good to go, and we are going, let's have a quick look-see at the map, we are going back to where we originally built in this kind of area, because there are dams pretty much everywhere where there's water. So I'm going to be testing out there, then I'm going to be going past and all the way to this section, which I'm fairly certain there was one before. Now I think about it, I can't remember if it was... Oh no, it's there. That's the one I'm thinking of. Sorry, completely wrong place. This one, because this is next to the Skull Rock, which is just over there. See? I had a plan. And so we get going. That took way longer than I expected. I just wanted to grab everything and simply go, and now I'm looking at my inventory, even with me trying to be quick. I've accidentally took with me 7 crop plots, along with a tap and all sorts of stuff I won't possibly need. I am the ultimate when it comes to a person who will not let go of any item. I'm really, really bad for it. But anyway, now we're actually moving. Let's have a quick look, see where we're going. We're currently on our lovely island here towards the east. We are now going all the way back to our original building, which was, I think, here, and just behind that is a series of beavers, which last time was also home to some very, very vicious carnivores. But since that's the closest place I know definitely has beavers, I think I'll go there. But at the same time, I could meander a little bit north and just check out these pools over here, and maybe we could even find a terror bird. But then I'd have to build a raft to get back, and I'm not even sure if the Avis can carry a terror bird. I don't know, I'm just looking around. Considering we're going to just have to wait so long for all the crops to finally mature so we can get the bug repellent done so we can do some more work in the underground, maybe it's about time I get myself a small legion of sharks. Or dolphins, but mostly the sharks. I do actually need to get underwater because I need the angler gel so I can start taming the mantas, because they just seem really cool, high damage and really frail, which seems like a lot of fun and will probably get me killed. So, of course, I want one, or possibly 10. But either way, we do actually need a shark, because there's loads to this map which is under the water, like underwater bubbles, or something like that. I've been told about that, but I'm still trying to keep myself as spoiler-free as possible, so I have no idea what's in them. I've also forgot where they actually are. I think there might be one near Skull Island, and I think there's more than one, though. Okay, is there any beavers here? Yes, there is. However, there is several carnos, and a very angry ape over there. I wonder if the Avis could take the Carno. You would think it would be able to. Ooh, an egg. You would think it would be able to. What egg is this? This is a parasaur egg. I've never seen a parasaur become aggressive. Aha! Oh my god, we've made a parasaur aggressive. Wow. Into the water, parasaur. Let's see how well you swim. Actually, they do swim pretty well, don't they? We could lead it to the Carno. Oh, that is so cruel. We could lead it to the Carno, and then the Carno would get some prey, and possibly take some damage, since the Parasaur is currently angry. Do we have 2 after us? We have 2 wow, we have made Parasaurs angry. Today is a glorious day. Oh, I'm sorry, did I annoy you by taking your egg? I mean, apparently it's infertile, so, I mean, I didn't take anything too valuable. It's like taking a chicken egg, which is infertile. Carno! Ow. Look, Arno's parasaur. Yeah, there we go. Eat the parasaurs for us. Look, they're fighting back. Oh my god, it actually makes them fight back. I'm really happy about this. I could try and tame a Carno. I do have the potential to make the saddle, but at the same time, I do need some levels for the Avis, so let's get in here and see if we can win one-on-one. We're taking way more damage than I expected. Let's get out of here for a second. How damaged is the Carno? Quite damaged, actually. Can I get into a position above it where it can't hit me, but I can hit it? Because that would be lovely. I can't see what I'm doing! Okay, you get to force feed some meat. Yay for cheating some health back. Because, you know, force feeding meat completely heals wounds. It's game logic, guys. I don't know what level this guy is. Or gal. This guy or gal. I bet there's a way to fight this thing and not get hit back. I just can't figure out where. Ow. I am hitting it now. Thankfully it's focusing on the parasaur for some reason. Not the thing clawing its back rather viciously. Avis, why is your damage so low? I really thought the Avis did more damage than it does. Maybe it's because I'm used to having very high level ones in my last Let's Play, which I actually purposefully upped the melee damage ridiculously high. Oh. Do you actually... Oh, wow, a Dilo stole the kill. Well, that serves me right for being so distracted. Now we kill the Dilos, thus becoming the apex predator. Come on, it's getting to night time. I don't want to be out here at night. There we go. I'll just wait until it's daytime again to continue. Thankfully, I do have nighttime speed on like ×5. A glorious morning. So we are about to really annoy a series of beavers. So what I feel is the best thing to do is simply put our lovely Avis over here. Make sure she's not on passive. Let's see, what are you on currently? Good enough. That'll hopefully make her defend herself. And let's go and steal from their little hutch thing. Their little dam. Purely because they're about to charge me anyway, so I may as well steal some stuff in the process. Ha! Whoa, you've got a lot of stuff I want. Thank you. In the face. Okay, so there's more than one after us. Okay, don't get too close to the Avis, because that will trigger her to defend me. Okay, you are now asleep, so next one. Thankfully, they're very, very slow. Apparently, they're actually quite strong, just slow. Far too close to the Avis. This little bit of lag here is really helpful, since that is the single-player mode saving, I found out. Oh, wow, there's loads of them. Oh, ooh, ow, okay. You do hurt quite a bit, actually. Knock you all out, kill all of you but one. I know it's cruel, but I think you might drop pelt as well. Ooh. Maybe they do drop pelts. I mean, it looks like they should. They're very furry. Silliest taming process ever. Excuse me, stick. I'm going to use you as a bit of an obstacle. Okay, that one's running away, so I'm assuming, yep, it's about to go to sleep. Ow. Did you see those teeth? Oh my god, did you guys see those teeth? Eat some berries, because how scared I am. Come on, please stop following me. I know you're not aggressive to me right now, but even so. I don't want to accidentally hit you and then get you aggroed on me. Stay asleep. We have only 6 shots left, guys. Oh. So it's a good job I wasted one there. I don't know what they're doing. I'm assuming that one's trying to run away. Okay, let's go back to the Avis, get some killing done, since I do want to level up the Avis, and pick one to tame. Are you still angry at me? Yes, you are, but I can just lift you and move you away. You are level 4 and unconscious. I think the other one is also level 4. What level are you then coming at me right now? Oh, brave Beaver. I'm about to be hit. I'm about to be hit. No, I'm not. Now I am. 33? 23. Okay, that's the one we're going to tame. Let's go for the high level one for once. Also the bravest, the one that's still after me. No, don't go into the water! There we go. Got him on his back. Will that knock him out? Hello. Yes, it will. Okay. Woo! I almost died. Saying that, I am currently wearing leather armor because, as I've probably shown a clip of, I actually died of starvation earlier in my recording after I set up all of the, what do you call them, the crop plots, purely because I went AFK to let them grow. Yeah, forgot I needed food. Died, then harvested myself for meat, because that's what you can do in this game. Come on. Wow, yeah, the damage on this thing is... Yes, pelt! But the damage on this thing is actually surprisingly low. Not exactly a combat pet at the moment. We could augment that, of course, and make it a bit more melee-centric, a bit more damage-centric, but it's not what we use them for. I've been upgrading their carry capacity and stamina. Now I feel like damage and health might be a better option, just because I want this thing to be able to defend me. Oh, that beaver's after us again. It's running for some reason, don't really know why, honestly. We haven't hurt it much. Let's carry this thing somewhere safe, quote unquote, just so it won't bother us while we're continuing. Let's say up here, for instance. There we go, you can stay there. I'm sorry, Beaver. Oh, I wish you would take full damage. Fine, hopefully it won't bother us again, though. Hello, sweetie. You a boy or a girl? You are a male. Here's some berries. Yep, you do eat berries, excellent. Figured you would. Hello. You're a very pretty compy. Look at that. I love the plumage. We have no prime meat though, so there's no point. We could kill some more beavers, honestly. I do need that pelt. Oh, come on. Is that a Rex? Or is that a Carno? I need to make a spyglass. Which means I need some crystal. If I find some crystal around here, I might get a spyglass. I think that's a Carno. If it's a Carno, it's not too bad. If it's a Rex, we're doomed. All of the beavers are now dead, which means we are now free to collect as much of the resource as we want. Now, I'm fairly certain, until you completely collect every item, these things won't respawn, which means they're going to just be there with a load of wood in them until we come back way later and finally harvest them all. Now, the reason why the beavers are all dead is I finally remembered you could kill things that you're holding whilst on the Avis. So I've been slaughtering them whilst holding them, they couldn't hit me back, and so I've kind of left corpses everywhere because you throw the corpse when you're finished with it, since you can't technically hold a corpse on the bird. So, yeah, beaver corpses everywhere. We're not the kindest of people. That has to be said. Load of cementing paste there. Is there any other dens around here? There was those two, the one we originally looted to get everyone angry at us, and there's one over there we almost missed. Wow. Like right next to us. Anything different? Nope, cementing paste, pearls, rare flowers. Okay, well, to be honest, that is the stuff we need, so it's not exactly any major complaints, but either way. Anything else? Nope. Okay then, going back to the beaver and monitoring it. Wow, finally I've tamed the beaver. Now you may be wondering, why are we in the corner and why is it nighttime? Well, first of all, apparently I was attacked whilst I was AFK for a second and a little Dilo attacked me. During this time, I tamed the beaver and the dossier came up only for me to hear combat music and kind of react and, well, dead Dilo. So, let's have a quick look at the dossier. But before we do, I just want to say, this was an absolute nightmare to tame. Not only was it really slow, the torpor also went down really quick, and it ate like once every few minutes, sort of. It wasn't exactly very fun, and this is on ×4, or ×3 taming speed. Yeah, not really the best. So, let's have a look at the profile, which for some reason I can't click. There we go, that was oddly specific. View dossier. The value of a tamed beaver is obvious from its physiology. The creature naturally gathers wood extremely efficiently, far more than most species on the island. It's not the strongest creature, so it can only carry limited amounts, but it is a natural lumberjack. And, yep, that is pretty much its worth. So, let's carry that all the way back to my home island. Hopefully it'll be daytime by the time I'm back. Yoink. And we are off. You nightmarish creature. How to distract Lathrix. Make things shiny. Okay, let's just land here, and what's in the bag? We have a pike. Honestly, I already have 2, and it's quite heavy, so I'll grab it, then I'll simply drop it I really don't like the pikes, honestly. I'm more than happy just using my sickle. Because I'm not happy enough carrying that much weight. Aw, look how fluffy you are. I'm resisting the urge to call this thing Snow or something like that. Just something really obvious. Ah, if you were female, I could call you Snow Lily, which would be adorable and really, really just cheesy. Anyway, so how do you actually spell that? C-I-S-T, okay. C-I-S-T, that, learn. Wow, 50 points. Thankfully, I didn't actually buy anything earlier, so that's pretty darn helpful. Okay, Smithy, what do I need to make you? And why am I suddenly lagging so much? I may need to restart the game. I feel like the game's loaded in too much, even though I'm on a single player mode. Sometimes it does sadly do that. Anyway, saddle, before we go, this. We need cementing paste, which thankfully I've stolen quite a bit of in the very recent past. Let's put it all in there, because why not? Where is it? There it is. We need some thatch, some fibre, and some hide. Now the thatch... Sorry, the fibre I definitely have. The thatch I do have on other animals, so that's easy enough. The hide, I don't think I do have, actually. Let's see how much I've got. I've got 100 on you. Any chance I've got any on you? Oh, got 100 on you as well. Fantastic. And let's pet you. Again, sorry for the lag. I'll fix that in a second. This is the problem with playing on a single-player game that's been very optimized for multiplayer server gameplay. Sometimes things go wrong. I'll be collecting your poop, and you have 90 hide as well. Fantastic. So no one had thatch though. So I will go and get thatch. I will restart the game, and I'll be right back. Hopefully with the saddle. So a little bit of a change of plan. Before I go out and get the thatch and restart the game, oops-a-daisy, let's close that door, I just want to quickly refertilise my plants, because look, they are now all in the middling state, which means they are halfway between seedlings and a lovely grown plant. So what I'm going to do is give them all an extra fertiliser, well, at least as many as I actually have, and then we can continue with what we were doing beforehand. This really shows how much fertiliser you can get from only 4 beetles. I think one more would be probably better, because it just means I can load them all up before I go, and I don't need to constantly make sure they are cycling through poop, which isn't really the most fun, honestly. This game has no bugs, I don't know what you're talking about. There we are, finally we have the saddle sorted. That is actually a pretty expensive saddle, it even costs us 100 metal. So, I'm hoping this will be worth it, honestly. Thank you very much. Don't know how 100 metal somehow only becomes 20 weight, but I'm not going to complain about that. Hello, little fella. There we are, you have your saddle, and I believe you should have glasses. Because I don't know, I just want to see a beaver with glasses, is that so wrong? That's lovely. Okay, pretty happy with that. What should I up on this thing? Should I up its speed? In terms of its stamina, so it moves faster in the water? Oxygen, so it moves faster in the water? Should I up its melee damage? Also, look at that. It is actually a smithy. How cool is that? Maybe increasing its weight even further, even though wood only takes 20%. I mean, have a look at this. So if we take all of these items, so let's transfer all these items over to me. It currently has 20 weight, purely because of the saddle. We put in this, which is meant to be 50, and it only adds 10. That is so freaking good! This is such an awesome mount already. I honestly think perhaps just upping the weight a little bit further, because it means I can take all sorts of stuff. I wonder, does that bonus also go for metal? No, it doesn't. Okay, so metal is something separate. With stone, it goes down to 50%, as we show. Wood goes down to 20%, it turns out, and then I think thatch is also 50%? I can't quite remember, we'll figure it out as we go. Either way, we now have a beaver! Beware, trees. Let's see how good we are at harvesting. Now, if we increase our melee damage, we will also increase our harvest speed, but honestly, that's already pretty darn quick. And looking at our weight capacity, we're also holding a lot of wood. Hello there, little Fiomia. Let me test out my damage on you. Stop trying to run. We're not really killing that too quickly. Oh, I thought I killed it then. It was just the level up thing popping up. Oh, so we can harvest berries as well. Pretty effectively. So it's an all-round pretty good harvester. I don't think I can harvest stone with this, though. I mean, it'd be a bit silly since I'll be harvesting stone with its teeth. Which is, I mean, admittedly, very hard teeth. They can harvest wood with that thing, but yeah. Bite its butt, bite its butt, bite its butt, bite its butt. Damage is good, but I have seen a lot better. For now, I'll increase white, and I will increase melee damage, and that's where I'll leave it for now. I will decide where to dedicate my leveling a little bit more later on. So, ooh, what's killed that parasaur? That's actually quite bad, because that means there's probably a, well, at minimum, a dilo around, at worst, some raptors. No, it doesn't harvest stone. Well, that makes complete sense. Anyway, though, I'm afraid I am all out of time for today's episode. If you have enjoyed, then of course, likes, favourites, shares, comments, all that good stuff helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly, shows that Ark Survival Evolved is a series you wish to see continued in the future. In the next episode, we should hopefully have some finished crops, which means we can go back to the underground with our Avis and start working on getting my Rex out of the underground, the evil, treacherous Rex, in addition to possibly taming a spider or some of the more creepy crawlies which inhabit the tunnels down there. So thank you so much for watching, and goodbye. The next episode shouldn't be as far away as the last episode was for this one, so thank you again, and goodbye.